let's talk about a young person who uses social media a lot. Now, right now you're saying to yourself, yeah, so lots of young people use social media a lot. And yes, that's true. They do. But do most of these young social media users, even some of the ones who have millions of followers, get invited to the White House by the president? Are they in communication with the White House? Are they friendly with the Biden administration? Have they been offered their own briefing rooms or their own briefing passes for members of the press to enter the White House? The answer is no. Most have not, but this one, well, he has. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about 20-year-old Harry Sisson. He describes himself as a Democrat and a Generation Z voter. And yes, I imagine there are plenty of young Democrats and young Generation Z voters. Anybody 18 years old or over can register to vote. But once again, Harry Sisson is in direct communication with the President of the United States. So who is he? He's a sophomore at New York University, studying political science and pre-law, and hoping to go on to law school once he receives his bachelor's degree from this university. His professional page says that he has worked in local government and with political leaders all over the country. He's only 20 years old and in his second year of college, and he's worked with political leaders all over the country, including our president, who is turning to Mr. Sisson as a young influencer to help connect with young voters. A direct quote from the New York Post discussing him. Harry Sisson is a prominent TikToker. And you might say to yourselves, well, maybe that's why Joe Biden wants to connect with him, because he's a prominent TikToker. I don't think so. There are quite a few people who use that platform who have more followers on TikTok than he does, but have not been invited to the White House for a press briefing. He has 600,000 TikTok followers. He has 136,000 followers on Twitter. His YouTube page, 5,000. His professional LinkedIn page, approximately 200. So he gets most of his views as a young political leader on TikTok and Twitter. It looks as though he is on the fast track to become a politician or become very, very immersed in the political world once he graduates from law school. He posts on Twitter multiple times each day, and every single post that he makes, he is posting about politically related topics. Every single one. Hot button political topics at that. Some of his recent posts have had to do with the Second Amendment. Apparently, he's a young, very privileged, very wealthy, very connected young man. based on some of his social media images that portray him dressing in this fashion. If you check them out for yourselves, you'll see what I mean. This is Harry Sisson. He's not just any university student. He's not just any Generation Z voter. And he's not just any young Democrat. He has the connections, the power that most young social media users don't have. He has the reach. He is Harry Sisson. And you, the viewer, are not. Joe Biden doesn't know who you are, does he? He doesn't know who I am, does he? Exactly.